to learn from our elders. Kui kamana'ai is to feed the knowledge as a parent to a child or an educator to a student. I have chosen to give great attention to our youth that in order for a child to become fruitful and bear these fruits, they must be constantly fed the knowledge of life. To feed the knowledge to your young means we must look first to our elders, past and present, for they have lived long and have great wealth and great experiences. Our elders are the backbone of our land. They hold everything together in the same way they hold their family and community together, by feeding their young. To feed the knowledge means we must constantly remind our young to honor their parents, to remain loyal to their elders, and to respect teachers and educators in the natural order of life as it exists and as it should be. The tradition of practicing, exercising, and maintaining good values, morals, and ethics are essential in the 21st century and must be perpetuated in the goodness for all to reach their full potentials. To feed the knowledge means we as teachers and educators must look at ourselves very closely and measure up and take ownership in the responsibilities without restriction, without condition, but freely with goodwill towards our youth. To feed the knowledge means to have utter compassion. As we view these images, they speak in volumes. We see no color, no race. We only see a oneness. We have learned to thrive in the zero tolerance of stereotypes. We deal with it swiftly and diffuse identities and labels that separate us. We learn by teaching about each other, the understanding of cultural backgrounds, stripping everyone of their labels till there's nothing more than a common human being. It's at this point that teaching becomes effective. It empowers us to find acceptance and discover similarities on all human levels. And as now we respect our past and its lessons, we bring to you to a part called NEA Papa. Growing together, moving together, all together. There's a saying, you can take a man out of his country, but not the country out of the man. We all strive to keep what is true and genuine, and what it means to be educators, each of us from a different upbringing, a different background. Or in a worldly sense, what it means to have purpose. To know that you matter. Well, you do matter. We all have to move in a particular direction, in an orderly fashion, in orderly ranks, to achieve our goals and to be triumphant. We live, strive, and dwell within our means of teaching to survive and to embrace this world as we evolve and adapt to a constant, rapidly changing world where technology reaches supremacy and traditions become somewhat submissive. And as educators, our youth look to us for favor. They look for us for acceptance, inspiration, confidence, courage, discipline, for support and to pursue life by the examples we set forth for them so they may become productive adults in their community and in the world. Growing together, moving together, all together is NEA Papa. How can it be that so many people from all corners of our world get along so well in Hawaii? Because as a host culture, the Hawaiian people, we are able to take ancient traditions and practices that convey hidden messages on principle, on human characteristics, and emotions that are universal, and that are nothing relatively new. We just haven't tapped into them in the same way. But it's there. Growing together, moving together, all together. NEA Papa. Be responsible for what we teach is the word ho'okukula. Ho'okukula means to form, to establish, and to build. It is essential as it is critical that we function under the traditions of a classroom and further advocating the good in all educators to strive towards ho'okukula. The life lessons and challenges we all face on a daily basis concedes to the need for much forming, much establishing, and much building. We live in different times. Teaching and educating must evolve, but you don't lose yourself in it. Conforming to ho'okukuru means we all must take care of each other and watch over each other as colleagues and educators within the institution of knowledge and wisdom. Let us all set good examples for our youth by taking care of each other, moving together to establish and to build. for they too may have a future that is brightened by the foundations and pillars we set in our time of teaching now. We also know that not all things, not all people, in all situations will always agree.